What's going on, everyone? This is Ivan and welcome back to the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking the Super73 RX out for a ride in my neighborhood. On the ride, I want to talk to you about why we haven't seen it on the channel in a while and the potential future of the bike on the channel. But first, what we got to go do is we got to go get the bike, and once we do, we'll start the ride. But either way, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. Alrighty, now that we have the bike, we can get on with this ride. But before we focus specifically on it, I want to go over something that I forget to go over every single time. I just want to remind everybody that I am affiliated with the following companies: Handlworks for plug-and-play controller upgrades for your e-bikes, FluidFreeRide for electric scooters, Beyond Riders for body armor, Shredlights for PEV lighting, and finally, last but not least, Insta360 for action cameras. So if you want to support the channel at no additional cost to you, and sometimes even at a savings if you use my affiliate code, it will help me out a little bit with a little bit of a commission, and it'll help you get a product that you were thinking of getting at a savings. So with that out the way, let's re-enjoy being on the Super73 RX. Also, actually, one more thing before we do this. I am still recovering from being sick for a week, so if I am coughing out a lung for any particular reason, I'm sorry. I'll try to edit it out. Like I mentioned in the intro, I do want to go over why we haven't seen the Super in almost, 9 weeks now on the channel. And I want to go over kind of possibly the future of the bike as well. There are two huge reasons why we've been riding the Super less and less. And it's not because I don't like the bike, because y'all know how much I love and adore and how much blood, sweat, tears, and money I put into this bike to make it kind of like perfect for me. The first major reason that we haven't been on the bike in a while is we've been having issues with my office building at work, and it really sucks because my old building before we moved never had any issues with any of my PEVs, but apparently somebody complained in my new building about these crazy quote-unquote dangerous e-motorcycles that are in the bike room, and next thing you know, they've come down on everybody. It was also because there were a few Suron style dirt bikes in the bike room, and unfortunately my Super kind of got tangled in with that mess. Since the landlords tend to overcorrect in order to make their tenants and sometimes their friends in the building happy, unfortunately anything that they deem to be an electric motorcycle gets kind of pushed out of the building. I can hear some of you already on the other side of that screen being like, well, just F them, just do it, you know, bring it, and who gives a like I said in some of my other videos, unfortunately, that's just not the way things work here in New York City. And if I bring it into private property and it's not allowed there, then I'm gonna have a lot of problems with a missing bike. I have tried to approach this in a more, I would say, logical and politically correct way, where I've brought proof to the management office that the bike is a Class 2 e-bike, and I've brought them the paperwork from the Super73 site. And honestly, when people have made up their mind, it's really, really difficult to get them to kind of change their mind about things. So it's kind of like talking to a wall. And that's just kind of like the first part. The second part of that story is I've been also taking quite a bit of heat for the bike in my apartment building at home. Just like the way we have some angry anti-PEV people in... What is going on here? So just like the way we have some angry people in my building at work, y'all already know that I've had these angry people in my building at home. So they've been pushing very hard with my building management, and I've been spoken to a few times about having a motorcycle in the building, and I just had to keep reminding them that, look, we've had this conversation before. It is a Class 2, Class 3 e-bike. Here's the designation sticker. Here is the proof from the website. I've submitted it and everything. And, you know, it just makes it really stressful. Now that I can't park it in the bike room at work, I'm going to have to chain my baby on the street at work. That's crazy. In New York City, you take your eyes off of your bike for a few seconds, and next thing you know, the bike is gone. So no, I am not leaving it outside, and that eliminates kind of like 50% of my commute. So if I can't have it at home and I can't have it at work, where can I have it? And that's kind of where you see the bike at now. I've had it in storage for the last couple of months, I guess, and I miss riding the bike. Like I really do. And if I can't use it for commuting, the only times that you're gonna see the bike are for joyrides like today, where I just happen to have a day off and I want to walk about a mile to my storage unit, take the bike out, pump the bike, do my settings, etc. And just getting to the bike takes like getting onto the bike takes about an hour. So after this joyride of mine on the Super73, then I gotta bring it back. So it's like, yeah, it takes a lot of work to do that, and I love the bike. I really do. Y'all know this is my baby, and it's very hard for me to do that. So especially when I have such limited time on my day off, if you know what I mean. Like, it's really hard for me to take 2 hours out of the day just to pick up the bike and drop it off, and then spend like, thank you, and spend only maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours on the bike. So yeah, makes me really sad. And that's why the bike has been in storage for like about for about 9 weeks now. The future of the bike on the channel is like, honestly, I don't know. I don't want to sell the bike. That's the last thing I want to do. But if I'm not riding it, it's just kind of a shame that the bike is sitting there and not doing anything. It's such an amazing bike. Like riding it right now just reminds me of how good this freaking thing is. Like, I mean, this thing is so plush. I don't feel any of these bumps that I would have to kind of like de-weight the bike on the Zooz. So yeah, the last thing I want to do is sell it. Thank you. Just the thought of letting go of the bike is extremely sad for me. So I don't think I can get rid of it. The only other solution that I could think of that could possibly save my ability to use the bike would be if my wife and I can secure a house. But we're talking about buying a house in New York City here, like where my job and my career is. Maybe if I was a full-time YouTuber and I can go anywhere and make videos out of anywhere, that could happen. But we're talking about an average property value of a little over $1.25 million. Let's just say I even had the 30% down payment, which is $360,000. I would have to finance the remaining balance of that, which is $900,000 over, let's just say, 30 years. With the way interest rates are, it is gonna be painful to make those payments, to say the least. So yeah, that's kind of like the status of where the bike is at the moment. Like, I can't ride it to work. I get a lot of crap for having it at home, and it's just sitting in storage. Yeah, and I'm sorry to be a little bit of a pooper, y'all, because it is a sad thing, and I know some of y'all are like, how can you feel that way about an inanimate object? You know, I have tons of memories on this bike. You know, I have like, what, 300 miles on the Handlworks controller and about 2,000 plus miles on the stock build of this bike. So it's pretty sad for me. I mean, that's 2 years spent with this, building it and making it my own, tuning it so that it's perfect for me. So of course I'm going to be a little sad. If you can let go and not really feel anything about stuff like that, no, that's nice. That's cool for you. Now that this joyride on the Super73 is coming to a close, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this ride. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming along. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel. It tells the algorithm that more and more people should see it, and it also tells me, the content creator, that you like the videos and that we should make more of it. So please consider giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about my Super73 or anything that you saw in this video. And if you really like my content and want a way to support the channel at no cost to you, click over here on the logo. That will automatically subscribe you to the channel. Just be sure to turn on the bell notification when you do, so that I can notify you anytime a video comes out. It makes it less stressful for you to have to think about when and where my videos are coming from. But yeah, now that we've kind of settled in on the schedule again, we will be back to making a rotation of e-skate, e-scooter, and e-bike content. We had a couple of weeks there where it was, I guess, divine timing, where all you saw was Zooz content because I had to introduce the bike to you, I had to do a full commute, then all of a sudden there was a group ride, then there was the Handlworks videos, and then next thing you know, there was also a Chimera video, which was an eBMX. So for the last couple of weeks, it was just kind of like divine timing that it was all eBMX content. But yeah, going forward, we should be back into a healthy rotation of PEVs. So yeah, I'd love to have you as part of the Ivan Rides family, and we are getting closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers, and I think we're going to be there in a few weeks. So yeah, hope to have you along for the ride, and hopefully the next couple of videos won't be as depressing as this one. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Real smooth. But yeah, it's such a good bike. I know everyone, so I'm probably gonna go on another rant before we say goodbye here, but I know everyone likes to talk mad smack about the Super 73 and the why you spend so much on blah blah blah, but those of us that own it and that ride it and really enjoy it, I mean, it's such a great cruiser. How can you not like it? Like, you know, not everything has to be balls to the wall fast, and not everything is about $1 per miles an hour, you know. You do have to factor in like the different types of bikes and their use cases. Like the Super 73 is a cruiser, like it's not gonna win any races, but can I do more miles on my Super 73 than my Zooz? From a comfort standpoint, hell yeah. Like I completely forgot that it was this incredible. So yeah, like why can't we enjoy things for as they are? That's kind of like the whole point to PEVs. Like, each one has something that it's good at, and why not enjoy it for that, you know? Like seriously. Like, enjoy the Super 73 as the cruiser that it is. Enjoy your Suron as the electric dirt bike that it is. Enjoy the scooters for the insane amounts of torque that you get, and enjoy your electric unicycles for what it is. And same thing with e-skate. I think when I first got into PEVs, I was just chasing speed, power, which is fine, which is what happens, you know. But it was the Super 73 and e-skate that taught me that you can enjoy things for more than just power, speed. And you know, I really appreciate that about what happened here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. But that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna go and try and make it back to the storage now. But yeah, again, thank you for coming along. Thank you for listening to me ramble for the second half of this video, and thank you for being a part of the channel. I truly appreciate y'all, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, y'all. Ride safe out there. Bye.